Please state your full and legal name.
Stephanie Bernice Berry Pastor.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
My name is Stephanie Berry Sanford. I have 6 grandkids and 2 erase.
No. You know the situation is kind of hectic. You take your time with it. Go ahead.
No, that's why you got to give her Pamela to say what she gonna say. You know you can't rush.
I know it's a painful situation, so we're gonna give you leeway to explain yourself. Go ahead, take your time and express yourself.
Okay. My name is Stephanie Berry Sanford, and I have 6 kids and 2 grandkids. And I enjoy being a mother as well as a grandmother.
Where do you live?
Well, I really don't have a stable address at this time. I'm living from relative to relative.
How many children do you have?
I have 6.
What are their names?
Their names are Joseph Pippin, Shantae Pippin, Aaron Wallace, Raheem Sanford, Rashanti Sanford, and Rashawn Sanford.
Please tell me a little bit about yourself.
I enjoy being a mother, and me not being a mother is really mentally heartbreaking and physically.
Why do you think all of this is happening to you?
Because it's evil people in the world. And then I heard a lot about Indiana, that they say that they was racist and stuff like that. But I didn't know how extreme it was until I moved there myself. And now I see it for myself because back in the 70s, it's a lot of things going on that people tell me I would never know how it feels to live in the 70s. But I just, because it's still going on right now today.
What are some of the people's names who's involved?
Okay, well, the main people that have that plays a major part is like Rosa Benuelo. She works for CPS. Shane Allen, who also works for CPS. Raylene Noswell, who works for Wabash Valley. And Brooke Kelly, who also works for Wabash Valley. And Verdale Rutherford, who is yet today to have a real answer about who she is and where she works.
Did you take a psych evaluation?
Yes, I did.
Why are they saying you didn't?
Because that's what's been going on from the beginning, is they constantly lying. I don't understand it, but that's what they're doing.
Who's Verdale Rutherford?
I honestly cannot tell you exactly who she is or even if that's her real name. She claims that she was a special advocate, court-appointed somebody. Then she told me she was like a volunteer. So honestly, I don't know who she is and where she comes from.
What are her roles in this situation?
Well, she was constantly calling me like every day, all day, not normal business hours. I'm talking about she can call me from 9 o'clock in the morning to sometimes 11 o'clock at night.
Okay. What are the names of your children's schools they attend to?
Okay, when all this happened, they was attending Real Ridge Elementary School, and that's in Tippecanoe County in Lafayette, Indiana.
Okay. Do you think the principal gave CPS the consent to see your 3 children from class?
I think he probably did, but probably not knowing the real situation, even if he did give consent, but somebody had to give consent for them to take my children from that school.
Mm-hmm. Can you name some of the people who's involved in this crisis?
Okay. Rosa Benuelo, Sam Warren, Brooke Kelly, Raylene Loswell, Verdale Rutherford, Craig Jones, Rhonda Friend, and the list goes on.
You told me that the CPS state workers stated that you refused to go to the shelter on September 30th, 2009. Why is that?
Well, they claim that I said I refused to go to the shelter, but I didn't refuse to go to the shelter. In fact, my clothes is at the shelter, but because I didn't fill out a release form at that time, even the lady named Jill, she even told me that I can, sign it at a later date once I thought about it. But the lady named Raylene Lawswell, she called Brooke Kelly and CPS worker Shane Allen, and I was telling him that we need to discuss the situation before I made up in my mind whether or not to sign the paper. So when they came over to my house, they was acting like, you know what I'm saying, I was in the interrogation room, and they was either the police or mob trying to threaten me into signing a paper. And then when I didn't sign that paper, they took my kids from school, knowing that I was waiting on my kids to come home from school, and they took them from the school.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened on September 30th, 2009?
Yesterday they took my kids.
And so, in other words, you're saying they kidnapped them.
Yes.
Okay. What do you feel needs to be done about this crisis?
Everybody needs to be investigated. Papers need to be looked over thoroughly, and some action needs to be taken up with the people who done what they did. They need jail time. Because I'm really sitting here, I'm beside myself with anger and disappointment.
Okay.
And missing my kids. And I want my kids.
Okay, I can understand. Okay. Why do you think that they forged your document? I'm sorry. Why do you think they forged documents?
Because they doing what they've been doing. They continuing to lie.
That's right.
Okay.
Right, to cover their tracks.
So in other words, they're saying they're lying. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What are they saying to you in order to get your children?
They claimed that all I needed to do was get an apartment. But on 11/13, I went to court and I told the court that I had an appointment for 3 o'clock at Country View Estate to pay the money to get the keys for my apartment. Before I can get to Country View, when we made it there, had stated to me that I could no longer get the apartment because somebody called them and told them I didn't have custody of my kids. And they refused to give me the apartment.
Okay, well, that